Darts take flight, we gather together, chasing the night. With every flow, we aim for the bull. Scottish lads, wisdom making our hearts full. So grab your darts, let's find our love.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Scottish Lad Darts channel. And we're on day 2 of Red Dragon week, because it's not fully a week. And in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Red Dragon Javelin Speedline. So the latest in the Javelin range. There's also the standard Javelin, which is a natural tungsten, the Javelin Black, and the Javelin Spectrum, which is a rainbow PVD coating. The Javelin Black kind of explains itself. Of the Javelin line, these are probably the grippiest, and that's simply because something on the grip itself, which I will show you when we get to the close-up. These are 85% tungsten and they're manufactured for Red Dragon, and you can get them through various websites. I'll leave some links in the description for you to take a look at it. These retail for a whopping £24.90. Can't beat that value unless you're going to darts clearance on eBay. £25 for a top brand set of darts. The dimensions are 54.6mm long and 6.6mm wide. So on the long side, so if you're a longer dart thrower, probably right up your street. Grip level 4 on a scale of 1 to 5, which is brilliant in my opinion. But what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to get you a close-up look to the Red Dragon Javelin Speedline. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's crack on with the review. Here we go, folks, a nice close-up look to the Red Dragon Javelin Speedline. So the latest in the Javelin lineup. They come supplied with a standard black 26mm point. Get the barrels themselves with that interesting grip style, which we will get into in a second. We've got the Red Dragon logo on the top, on the big DSS, or the smooth band. The short TRX white stems, and the red and green Red Dragon branded flights. So these are 85% tungsten, and manufactured obviously for Red Dragon, as I said. But that grip, I was just going to point out to you, it's a standard ring grip, but there's a big gap in between, so it's a nice square cut groove. But on top of that ring grip, as you can see with the grey, there is lateral cuts, so that adds to the grip. So overall grip level for me on a scale of 1 to 5 is definite a level 4 on a scale of 1 to 5. Now let's run you through the barrel dimensions. As you've heard me saying before about previous javelins, is they are a lengthy dart, and the clue is in the name with javelin. So the barrel length from here where the point meets the barrel to here where the stem meets the barrel is 54.6mm. Apologies. And the width at the widest point, considering it's a straight barrel, you can probably take a guess at the widest point just looking at it. The widest point is 6.6mm wide. Now, they are 85% tungsten, hence why they're a wee bit thicker. But you can see why they've done that in a way, because they wouldn't have been able to get the grip as well as what they have on a 90% tungsten barrel, for example, or a 95. But they set you back £24.90, so let's just say 25 quid from all major retailers. I'll leave some links in the description for you to go and take a look at them. Now, I've used the previous javelins, the natural ones, and between those and these are definitely a wee bit grippier, and that's simply down to those lateral cuts on that ring grip. But if you've used the javelins before, let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section. I mean, I got the javelins back when they were 15 quid, and now, was it 15 quid? I don't think it was as much as 15 quid, but as you can see with that grip, it's very unique. I mean, I can get my full skewer that I use for this in the middle of that, so you can tell how thick those cuts are. But for 25 quid, they're definitely worth a punt. They're only available in 24 and 26 gram, unfortunately. Now, I do have the 24 gram in front of me. So, what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to maybe change the setup. But I'll get to that when we get to the throwing section. But as it stands, what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to go and get set up and get them over to the board, have a wee throw with them, like we usually do on this channel. And of course, let's go chuck some darts. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the Red Dragon Javelin here. Let's see how we got on with them. Straight off the bat, it's a very high level of grip. I'm actually going to say a pretty solid 4.5 on a scale of 1 to 5, on the grip sections at least. Right, warmed up, do some checkouts. So we'll start off with 65 like we usually do. Check. 79. Ugh. Right, so 73. 56. That was for 16, but I don't know how that managed to slip out my grip, but it did. Right. 19s. 18s. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 3 in the bull. Or 3 in the 25. All 3 were pretty close to that bull. But definitely with 4.5 grip. I do like how these feel in my hand, although they do feel a bit too grippy for me. We'll keep going. So let's go for the big fish. That was a close attempt there. But we're going to wrap it up with just a random score. So let's see how we go. That was an unlucky deflection. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get wrapped up. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my review of the Red Dragon Javelin Speedline. It was also day 2 of Red Dragon Week. For an 85% tungsten dart, the grip on these is absolutely phenomenal. I'd say level 4 out of a scale of 1 to 5. The lateral cuts on the grip itself did in fact help the grip style on this. It just means they stick to your fingers a wee bit better, but they still also get a nice easy release, unlike some of the grippier darts I've thrown in my time on darts YouTube. But these set you back £25, which is absolutely phenomenal value for money, especially on today's market. I mean, what Darren from Darts Review Channel was called these, they'd probably add these to his Frugal Tuesday, I believe it was, playlist. And I'm actually going to add them to my Bargain Darts playlists on the channel, because I have a playlist where I put all the kind of darts that are relatively low in price but are absolutely fantastic quality. Now, the length and width may not be for everybody at 54.6 by 6.6 millimeters wide, but even then, if you're a person that likes a long style of dart, right up your street. Let me know your thoughts on the Javelin line as a whole. Personally, it's probably one of the best bargain darts you can get out there. Isn't exactly the best, but it is one of the best. But let me know your thoughts on the Javelin Speedline. In my opinion, it's a top tier dart for a top tier price at £25. You can't really go wrong in terms of getting them a go. You'll definitely get most of your money back if you're able to resell them anyway. It's not as if you'd lose a fortune. But thanks everybody for taking the time to watch day 2 of Red Dragon Week with the Red Dragon Speedline, Javelin Speedline review. Stay safe out there, everybody. And of course, keep on darting.
It's our passion, keep on dancing.